Again.
So what'd you think of City of Gears?
I liked it. I like it better actually at two players. That was my favorite play was when me and you were playing, um, because I had longer to build up my little engine of doing things. And when I played it at three and four, it was a little it was over before I was ready for it to be. So and that's when Dave was not happy with the game.
Oh,
So
that's right. You did play it afterwards. You and Dave and who else was it?
it was Bradley and a girl named Jennifer who just happened by while we were setting up. So, but as she just kept killing all Dave's guys and his little meeples and
She was using the
robots.
zaps to take him out.
Oh, she was zapping him left and right, and he did not like that at all.
So I taught my wife this game, and Alex and I were texting back and forth to each other about whether she liked it or not. I'll tell you, the first half of the game she hated because I wasn't trying to be aggressive, but every once in a while I'd use a zap and take one of hers out, and then she finally figured out how to use the zaps. I'll tell you this. So City of Gears, the first half of the game, even when I played with you, it didn't feel as intuitive as I thought it would be. It was a little bit harder to get into than I expected. I kind of expected, based on Tom Vassel's declarations, that it was going to be one of these pretty easy gateway type games, and it's a little bit more complicated, a little bit more in depth than that. That being said, the second half of the game, once you figure it out, it's a blast.
Yeah, and the thing about this one is if you don't like Take That, this probably isn't for you because
Right.
you're going to get your robots zapped. You're going to get your gears moved. You're just going to have your game changed by the other players because it's such a small board, and it's got the interesting timing mechanism that once you flip all of the tiles over, you put these four white cogs in the bag, and when the third one comes out, game's immediately over. So it's an interesting game, but it's very dependent upon other players. If you're looking to do your own thing and just kick back, you're going to be interrupted. You're going to get your game changed from turn to turn.
Luke played it. Steve's buddy Luke played it at PAX U, if I remember right, and he said it was a lot of fun, more fun than I anticipated. So after the game, like I said, my wife pretty butthurt for the first half of the game. She finally started grokking it, and then just constantly zapping my robots. I had kind of built up an engine at that point, so I was able to withstand it. And that's one of the secrets, I think, to this game. The first time you play it, you think, oh, it's a race to develop the city, but it's not.
Right.
It's a race to get the engine to score points while the city's being built. Don't sacrifice your game just to score 2 development points.
Right.
Because that's not the key to winning. There I was when you and I were playing. I'm trying to flip over all the tiles because I thought that's the game. And you were sitting back just saying, I want this tile, and this tile to match up. And you had that nice engine going. So once she figured that out, at the end of the game, she came to me and she said, next Thursday, let's play it again. So that's always a good sign that she wants to try it again.
Yeah.
Patrick says, who did City of Gears? It's Gray Fox Games, and it's a game designed by Chris Leader and
Daryl Andrews.
Daryl Andrews. Yeah, that's right. A game that had been sitting around since 2012. Daryl Andrews came in, kind of spiced it up with Chris. Arcane Wonders dropped it. Gray Fox picked it up, and the next thing you know, a year later, we got this beautiful product. I mean, the production is awesome.
Yeah, the gears, the writing on the gears is a little small, but that's my only complaint.
Oh no, you reminded me. for my eyes, wow. Yeah. The gear iconography and the gear letters and numbers. Man, I even when I played last Thursday, I had to shine the light on it to try to read the 1s and the 2s on there. But the rest of it, the production of the game, the tiles and the gears and the little robots and everything. I really like it, and I love diving into that bag to grab gears. I don't know. There's just something about pulling them in and putting them on the table. So City Gears, that gives a thumbs up. I need to play it a little bit more. I'm not going to give it 2 thumbs up yet because I'm still diving into the game, but I like what I saw out of it.
Yeah, and it's not hard to teach, which is always a good sign for me. When I was teaching it to Dave and Bradley and that Jennifer, it went really quick. And even when she jumped in, 5 or 7 minutes late into the discussion, we got her up to speed within like 2 turns. So it's a good deal.
I wouldn't want to play a take that game where you build up your engine for 2 hours and then somebody can play one card and collapse your entire house. That's not what City of Gears is. It's a
No,
45-minute game where somebody takes out one of your robots. They don't even die. They just go back to your factory and you move them out again.
yeah, it just costs you a little movement cost to get them there. It's
And
it's
if you
not it's not at all. I didn't want to play for like 2 hours, but the game that I didn't play with you, I was just getting ready to do some awesome stuff, and the game ended. So it's got that mechanism that you can't tell when the game's going to end. So you've got to kind of watch and be ready. It could end at any point. So